Next vid. Oh yeah, this drama. Stop Killing Games, Revenge of Pirate Software, by theactman. I don't know if you've heard about this drama. It's kind of been everywhere, really. But, it's so ridiculous how this even has to be fought for, but at the same time, not surprised. And this dude right here is just tanking his career on trying to sound smart and being dumb as fuck. Basically. It's been a whole saga. Like there's been so many videos about it, but we're gonna watch this one. Haven't watched it yet, so let's do this.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I hope that your initiative gets everything you asked for, but nothing you wanted.
Why did you do such a thing?
Previously on Stop Killing Games. Pirate killing video games is evil. The gamers are evil. Well, then you are high. I thought your initiative had failed and died.
Die? No. Became stronger. Yes.
Honestly, if I was better at editing, the shit I would make like this, just for funsies, is... I need to teach myself how to edit, like, really good. Because I know bare basics editing. I can tell we're already in for one hell of a time.
It's over, pirate. We have the signatures. You underestimate my ego. Don't double down. And now, for the thrilling second entry. We stopped killing games. But what now?
Ladies and gentlemen, hold those fists high, drop a salute in chat, turn on my favorite freedom tune, and listen up. We stopped killing games. But what now? Can our heroes take the fight to Parliament? Can we enact sweeping legislative changes that ensure that gamers across the world own the things they buy? Find out in the next
20 minutes or so. Yeah, probably. Because of your tireless efforts and many others,
this meme is never going away.
Spread a ton of awareness.
That
for the
one
Stop
scene
Killing Games
is never going away.
It has amassed over 1.3 million signatures. God bless democracy.
I think it's actually higher too.
Prevails once more. Let's see if we can get this video to get 1.3 million likes. Go ahead and hit that like button.
Do people like me?
We have all done our part, and I could not be more proud of all of you. As a quick reminder, Stop Killing Games is a consumer movement to make sure people own the products they buy. I know, it's complicated.
Yeah, it's kind of...
It's about as complicated as rocket science. Or
like, when I first heard about it, this is before the drama, it was like, I think when it first, like, started. Because I follow the dude that, made it. I think his... What's his YouTube name? Accursed Farms, I think. Like, he's the one that, like, started it. He just wanted to save games. He's not like a fucking lawyer or anything. He's just a gamer that wanted to try to help the gaming community, you know? And, all this drama started happening with it. And it's just, I feel so bad for him because he didn't want to respond to the drama. He didn't want to make it about, like, drama videos. He didn't want to make it about, like, fighting. He just wanted people to sign this petition and just basically get an actual government attention on it. Then it spiraled, of course, into YouTube drama and shit. It's
figuring out how to talk to a woman.
Have you ever had a dream that you
But the simplest way to explain it is that this is a movement that truly is black and white. There is very little gray here. You are either pro-consumer or you're pro, yes, I want corporations to be able to revoke access to the things I buy. And that's... It's hard to spin that. It's hard to spin that angle.
No, hold on. I'm sorry. I keep pausing. But fuck Ubisoft. Did anybody else hear about the bullshit they tried to say that about games where it's like the games are more fun if you have to pay for like regular monetization shit, but also like paying for XP or whatever. It was like they tried to come out with the bullshit like, oh no, gamers really love it when you gotta pay even more to play the game, to have fun. And even then, that's like not a guarantee. Like, cause come on, games these days, AAA games, quadruple A games, whatever the fuck they want to call them, like they're flatlining. They're flatlining. Indies have taken over. They've already crossed the finish line. And AAA and quadruple A are too dumb to realize they've been left in the dust. It's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Also, the whole Nintendo thing, where aren't they getting sued right now by was it Brazil? Someone over Nintendo being ridiculous with ownership, which, you know, again, this is part of what that this is supposed to be fighting, the Stop Killing Games thing. It's a whole fucking mess, y'all. It's ridiculous. Like I feel like I'm losing brain cells at the fact that some people just don't comprehend. Let's just watch the vid. I'm already getting a migraine.
This video could just be about drama regarding Mr. Software.
Eat my entire ass.
All in due time. Thank God for Helldivers 2, the true 2023 game of the year. Look at how our training has paid off. These numbers just came in fresh off the press. Our top signature earners, based on percentage and quota for that country, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Finland. Finland! In second place, the Swedes. In third place are my people.
Not the PewDiePie jump scare.
White people. Probably just cut that, huh? And who could forget the high octane efficiency of the Germans, who brought in the most amount of signatures at over 270,000. What can you say? The Nordic people love their video games, and I don't blame them. The rest of you, drop a comment, say what country you're from, and if you signed the initiative or not. I think we need to give out medals, okay? Also, the UK petition.
I wanted to sign it, but unfortunately, I'm American. Wah.
Received over 180,000 signatures, just 12 days before the cutoff. And you know what? I don't care how controversial it is.
Yeah, I think when I tried to see if I could sign it,
right? Shout out the
it was
Redcoats, man.
It was like 300,000.
You know what? Yes, I'll have some beans. Thank you.
She made fucking beans. What the fuck?
Oh my god, not the fucking beans!
Impressive of a grassroots movement this has become. How we all came together and managed to pull off this incredible upset win. This must be how Eli Manning feels every single day. So pat yourselves on the back, suck your own cock if you got one. You've earned it.
The battle is over. We have won.
If you really want to visualize the success, thanks to Reddit user Balanlon, hell yeah, we're gonna stop killing games. Let's go. Yeah, keep the momentum up with what's happening.
Here it comes.
Anybody? Hello? Help?
Here it comes.
Is anybody coming? Are we fucked? I guess this is the fuck. No, it is. So bad. That's the journey right there. That has been the
drama.
This is the Streisand effect visualized, because we could not have done this without everyone's favorite scurvy dog, Pirate Software, who, whether he intended to or not, became the...
Like, if you know the situation, you know how ironic it fucking is that his online persona is Pirate Software. Like, it's just, if you know, you know.
Villain we all needed. He became the face of the opposition to something that benefits us all. And of course, the biggest thanks especially go to Ross from Accursed Farms, who made all of this possible with his tireless efforts. I hope one day he may rest.
I recommend it to watch his vids. They're pretty good.
Content creators.
People call me the Bob Ross of programming.
So there's three parts to this story. where the initiative goes from here, and what steps we take to secure our rights. There's the corporate side of things, who has rapidly responded. That's a great sign, by the way, because a lot of these corporations, and what we'll be getting into later, it tells me
It's afraid. It's afraid!
I think a lot of video game publishers are scared shitless by the momentum thrown behind Stop Killing Games.
They're shivering in their corpo
for
boots.
shutting down the crew, and a bunch of other companies have updated their EULAs, and I just remembered that apparently Anthem servers are still running because EA wants to shut them down now. A lot of shit happening. But you know what? I think it's that time again. Everyone put on your silly pirate hat. By the way, this hat is from an old Gangplank cosplay I bought before his visual rework. Yes, I am single. Hey-yo, ho, ho.
Really, we couldn't tell.
Battle of ego. I think it's time we check in with Mr. Software. Pirate, how you feeling today? How you been holding up?
I hope that your initiative gets everything you asked for, but nothing you wanted.
Why would you say such a thing? Such pettiness will mean nothing. Your path is set. By talking more shit, you are merely giving content to your haters. Okay, I can understand crashing out as a content creator, you know. Sometimes you feel like you have to tell people to go fuck themselves, right? There are days where you just want to crash out. But the way he crashes out,
The gamer rage.
it's so entertaining. He truly sounds like a villain.
Put up a video saying you were wrong with every situation and the internet move on. I am not doing that. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, simply bend the knee and lie about how you feel and everyone will stop bullying you. That's a great idea, dude. Yeah, no, eat shit.
If you had traveled far enough, rather than waiting for the echo to reach you, perhaps you would have seen it for what it was.
Pirate, man, had you just corrected yourself once people were pointing out that you misinterpreted the movement? Had you acknowledged what Stop Killing Games was really about earlier?
Like,
rather than waiting 10 months to...
Like, the whole thing is, too, is, like, that's his whole personality, is he always needs to be right. He always needs to be seen as the smartest one. And he doesn't apologize for anything. Like, he says, like, apparently he's done, like, some other shady shit, or just dumb shit and just never apologized for it. He'll say he apologized, but if you go back, he never does. It never does. It's like it's everybody else's fault. He's always right, everybody else is wrong. Like, I think he literally can't compute into his mind that he's wrong. Just fully cannot understand.
be hit with all this backlash, perhaps you would have seen
like
the
it's half
situation
bullshit
for what
and
it
half
was,
he
and
really
avoided
doesn't
all this
understand.
unnecessary pain you've brought upon yourself. Dude is absolutely getting dogged across every corner of the internet.
Right? He
But
thinks
this is
he's the
path
main
he's
character.
chosen, and I cannot fathom why. Now, I don't mean to kick a matey when he's down. Make him walk the plank. I wouldn't wish scurvy upon the lad. I don't necessarily want to make fun of Pirate Software. I feel like he's getting enough shit as it is. But you want my honest opinion of the guy? I think he just needs to learn how to apologize and mean it. You would not believe how positive people react when you sacrifice your ego to just own a mistake and apologize for it. Essentially, that's all it would have taken for this entire ordeal to go away. And now he's lost over like
Yeah, see, that's the
100,000
problem.
subs, which is crazy.
'Cause,
Crazy
like-
amounts of backlash.
Like I've said before, this isn't the only situation that's caused some backlash. Where a simple apology would have like moved things along, and people would have just like brushed it off as just like a simple mistake, apologize, learn from it, and that's it. But no, like it's built, like I've seen people like I watched a couple of vids as an update on this, and the evidence of his bullshittery is staggering. Like this literally was just too big for him to literally brush it under the rug. Like he did his past shit. Like it was not gonna just go away this time. And all the bullshittery he's done and not apologized for is just all coming out now. It's a fucking tsunami of evidence.
Subscribe to my channel. If you're hot and sexy, only hot and sexy people can subscribe. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. I mean, listen to him talk about all the crazy shit that's been happening to him. Jarvis, roll the clip.
In the middle of the stream, about 9 a.m., I got a bunch of phone calls to my phone. They left a bunch of voicemails of shit saying, your time has come, in like a giant screeching voice, and then we got swatted. But at the same time, it's like, I don't give a fuck about your initiative because your people are unhinged. And I realize that's not everybody that's part of that, but I don't give a shit, dude. Like, I'm out. Have fun. Good luck.
This is what confuses me, like, the fact that he's dealing with all of this, but he still isn't willing to admit any fault to anything. At what point do you realize
death threats
what
and
your
swatting
ego
is not cool no
costing
matter
you?
who it's toward,
What the price for
but
it is. I don't know. I think there really
at the
is
same
something
time,
wrong with a person who
a lot of
views
people
their
think he's
ego
like crying
and their
wolf
status as the most important
because of
item in the
evidence
world.
of
It's
him crying
not,
wolf.
and it never is. So we're gonna make fun of Mr. Software, but we're not gonna try to make his life worse. With all that out of the way, how are you feeling, Mr. Software?
I do think that there are some people that get misled by that stuff, and they get wrapped up in an emotional thing. The best thing that I can equate it to is Coney 2012.
Dear God. The man is comparing Stop Killing Games to Coney 2012.
What the fuck is with this guy?
This turned into like such like an internet zeitgeist thing where like everyone just like lost their mind. They're like, I gotta kill Coney, gotta kill Joseph Coney. They bought like stickers, they liked things on social media. It was like a big slacktivism movement.
And essentially calling them both slacktivism. Well, we actually accomplished something, okay? I don't know what the fuck Coney 2012 ended with. Nobody's even talked about that as far as I'm concerned for like a decade. Is that why you're comparing Stop Killing Games to Coney 2012? Because you think they're gonna end the same way? Nothing actually happens. The whole movement falls apart and the guy behind it ends up like masturbating in a public street after doing a bunch of acid or whatever the fuck that guy did. He just keeps doubling down.
Twice the pride, double the fall.
There have been multiple videos exposing Pirate's claims of working for Blizzard.
I was watching a video that was critiquing you for mentioning you worked at Blizzard so much.
I think people
literally never talk about it. When I worked at Blizzard, I did that for Blizzard. Blizzard 7 years, yeah. Blizzard. I used to work at Blizzard Entertainment.
Those are titles, words you cling to as the darkness falls around you.
One of them even pointed out that his dad didn't just work at Blizzard.
Yeah, wasn't he like...
His dad was the lead director of cinematics at
He was like
Blizzard.
one of the founders, like
guy
the
who
first dudes
created
around.
Some of the greatest video game cutscenes in the world. Like that guy. So he got in through nepotism, not through like credentials. Now some people have taken a second long hard look at the code for his game Heartbound, and they've utterly dismantled it. Slop News Network and Coding Jesus have both produced multiple excellent videos. One of my favorite ironic twists was Pirate claiming, get this, that his software was unpiratable.
This is actually the save file for the character, so you can't pirate it because you can never use the achievements.
This is what I'm saying. His online name, persona, is literally called Pirate Software, but he's so anti-pirating shit. He's so anti-consumer rights. He's a corpo bootlicker. He's a Blizzard Nepo baby. And he seems to think that makes him the main character hero. And everybody else is wrong. And it's just, bruh.
It made it unpiratable, which is deeply hilarious.
And within a day, somebody had pirated it.
I was curious how long it took for the game with the unpiratable DRM to be cracked after it was released, and this is what I found. 1 day and 17 hours after the game was released on Steam,
Nice.
there was already a home rip going
Nice.
around.
Nipple, baby. Nepo!
Once again, shout out the writers of this season's Life on Earth.
God damn it.
I don't know how they keep coming up with this stuff. Watching this guy is like the equivalent of watching a train.
Nipple, baby.
Except every cart is
hilarious.
a dumpster on fire. How do you expect me to look away from that?
Eat my entire ass.
And in the process of breaking down his awful code, these YouTubers have also broken down his persona.
Oh yeah,
I
the
think sometimes
therapist
the
thing.
things that I talk about in regards to those types of things is misconstrued as arrogance or boasting, when in reality I'm just trying to give context.
That is the problem right there.
Yeah.
That is the most arrogant statement on the planet, bro. Like, tell
He's
me
like,
I'm
see,
wrong.
he's just laughing. Because he's
don't
like,
see it that way, but all right.
see?
And
That's
watching
the
these videos, it
problem!
felt like they were going through the wreckage of a car crash, and it was all just dust. Like
Oh,
there
God
were
damn
no
it.
pieces
We're
of
never
a
gonna
car
escape
in
this,
sight.
these fucking
Nothing to
scenes, are we?
indicate a vehicle had collided with something. Just as there is no real credible evidence of any claims Pirate Software has made about his credentials over the years.
Just dust and echoes.
For instance, Pirate claims to be a game developer of like 8 or 20 years, yet he has little to no publicly available code or projects on his GitHub account. GitHub is basically, as I understand it, a forum for designers, developers, and coders to share their work. Look at me, I'm a prospective employee seeking employment in the field of computer programming. Here is my work, so you can see what I have produced. It would be like if I claimed to be like an editor on some big major Hollywood films, and I just had like one video on my YouTube channel. Like, why would you listen to me? So this guy Coding Jesus has been doing some deep dives into Pirate's code itself.
No, it's like, it's so funny, because it's like, a lot of the jokes that came out about his work at like Blizzard was, I think one of them was like, oh yeah, I was really important at Blizzard. I was the janitor. Like, a lot of them was like, someone said, bruh, he brags about working at Blizzard for 7 years, and it wasn't even 7 years technically, it was under 7 years. It was like 6 years and something. And one person said, I bet he just got someone coffee one time. And they just threw money at him because he's a fucking Nepo baby. Not a nipple baby, a Nepo baby.
Not fluid in this language, but I will say I'm glad Jesus is back to help us understand the world we live in. Now, he basically describes Pirate's code as far below the expectations for an entry-level intern. Someone just out of college looking to gain experience from the industry, not necessarily a paycheck. And that's a crazy description, because nobody would have cared or bothered to look into any of this had he just apologized for abandoning his team in World of Warcraft. like World of Warcraft is ground zero for everything. I mean, beyond that, Pirate also had a private conversation with Moist Critical, and then he leaks the DMs. I can tell you, you shouldn't do that unless you have a very good reason. Most times, it's not a good reason. I mean, this guy has just checked every box in the like, oh yeah, a shitty content creator would do exactly that. It's truly remarkable how in addition to all this stuff, we
Just
also
has a
have the
checklist of villainous
aforementioned
things.
Copyright abuse.
There was a dude earlier today that went on to Reddit and said that he was using my voice in a video game, showed a bunch of videos of it, and then put that game up on Steam.
Yeah, it was
We're gonna
never
take
in the
you to
game.
court. You're going to lose. You cannot
The game
use
creator
somebody's likeness
made
or
that as a
voice in any
meme.
way inside
It
of
wasn't
your games without their
actually
permission.
in the
Welcome to
game.
Finding out timeline, bud.
2 seconds later.
The game is back up on Steam. Looks like the DMCA has been removed.
It feels like this guy hates video games secretly. I really don't envy Pirate Software because
He's a
I
corpo
don't wish to
bootlegger.
contribute to Pirate's suffering, but he makes it way too easy to dunk on him. People love watching this guy get shit talked. I think the sheer amount of content people are producing and the viewership it's getting really goes to show how he has.
That's so funny. And everybody has the same fucking thumbnail. I know it's put as a joke, but I did see a lot of those. Or it's basically just black background in his fucking face. But it's like, the more you learn about him, the more you feel like he's a bootlicking corpo cosplaying as a regular game developer online persona dude. It's like a costume just to make money. Because if I remember right, someone in their video said he definitely makes more streaming and from vids than actually making video games. So yeah. As soon as that money started raking in, we knew he was gonna fully embrace the persona until he just couldn't hide who he really was.
This truly unlikable persona. So it's not what he's done that's causing all of this flack. It's how he responds to everything. They're making I worked at
YouTube,
Blizzard
you okay?
compilation videos. Oh boy.
Blizzard. I grew up at Blizzard.
It is never a good sign when your own content can be spliced and edited against you like this.
The
This
Blizzard
guy
song.
is a walking meme. Pirate, your thoughts on Ross and his Stop Killing Games initiative?
You also didn't want to talk to Ross? I didn't like the way that he was approaching the situation. I was very clear about that. His community went on the offensive and tried to do underhanded tactics, and his response to it was also not stellar. Not a fan of it. So because of that, I didn't want to have a conversation
See,
with him. I
he's
said,
just
"I don't like this
saying
for these
shit.
reasons. Take it or leave it." Like, that's how that works.
He's just
If you're a
saying
dick,
shit.
I'm not going to talk to you.
He has brought truth, and you condemn it. The arrogance.
I found out
he's-
Pirate Software used to sell like furry avatars.
He's just
under the
crying
screen
wolf
name
on a bunch of this
Maldavius
bullshit.
Fig Tree.
He's just pulling it out of his ass.
You can't make this stuff up. Greetings, Maldavius. Pirate Software steps down from Off-Brand Games and Ludwig responds. I am no longer at Off-Brand Games. People were attacking all of the games we were publishing and trying
No,
to
they
mass review
weren't.
bomb them.
There he
You
goes
can
crying
dislike the
fucking
things
wolf
I say,
again.
but this kind of behavior is unhinged. I am the victim. Why should my actions have consequences on me?
I hope that your initiative gets everything you asked for, but nothing you wanted.
Like,
This is the most
if he can't be
smug
the
way
hero,
to
he has
say,
to be the victim.
Fuck you. I've ever heard. This guy's a dick. look at this one. Pirate Software banning a chatter who stated that one of the ferrets in his rescue died due to lack of mana.
No,
I'm
that's
gonna wait to see how long it takes Twitch to ban this person.
okay. Don't bring
Yeah, I
animals
reported
into it
already,
though.
Jake.
What is this guy's job? Is his job to ban people he doesn't like? I feel like every clip of him is just like, oh yeah, you're banned. You're banned. This is the Discord moderator final boss.
So they're trying to mix the World of Warcraft
Discord
drama
simulator.
shit and say that one of the ferrets that died at our rescue, because she died of a very rare cancer, died of being out of mana, because they're a fucking awful human being. That is why we ban people in this chat.
He shows the message. What? I feel bad for laughing at it, but it's like moral grandstanding, man. But the joke is, it's funny because it's fucked up and it's getting under your skin. Don't feed the trolls.
To try and use that as a jab because you don't like someone on the internet, like, you're a fucking awful human being. There's no real coming back from that either. Like, putting that kind of hate out into the world.
The irony he when he makes statements like this.
Worse. There's no coming back from that. You have fallen to the dark side. I reviewed Pirate Software's
The
always
irony.
online DRM in a single-player game and got banned from its Steam hub. The L's just don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't. I think that's enough pirating for me.
It's fucking
though.
Relix.
Let's
It's
get back to
fucking
the
ridiculous.
games, all right? EA is shutting down Anthem servers, which were still up. You notice something about this? This was written on July 3rd. That's like the same day Stop Killing Games hit over 1 million signatures.
But as one trained in the Force, you know that true coincidences are rare.
It's shocking the servers lasted this long. After careful consideration, we will be sunsetting Anthem.
To be fair, a lot of people were surprised that Anthem was like still running like full throttle with like all their servers up and shit. Cause like I just thought they had like a regular I don't know what you'd call it, like an offline mode or something where it was like where they didn't have servers up, but there was still a possibility to have your own server up, you know, for all 2 of the fans of Anthem to do on their own, you know? Like, I feel so bad for the people that had to make that game. Because they didn't realize until after the trailer was released that that's the game they were supposed to be making, and they had like a year or 2 to make it. Like, they were bamboozled like everybody else. It was a whole shit show.
On January 12th. That means that the game will still be playable for the next 180 days. The announcement of Anthem servers shutting down comes as a surprise, especially considering EA and BioWare effectively gave up on the title a few years ago when it canceled its previously announced redesign. Yeah, so basically they're like, well, shit, better kill it now. This, by the way, is an incredibly good sign that the movement is shifting the table. We're stacking the chips on our side, and they're stacking their chips on theirs. They're prepared for a battle, and companies like EA are going to do everything they can to minimize the damage that this movement will have. But honestly, Anthem did have a ton of potential. I mean, most folk got really hyped with those initial trailers, and clearly something about it spoke to gamers. It fulfilled this kind of Iron Man fantasy, but the novelty wore off really, really quickly. And it had a ton of issues that were just never fixed. Remember when EA fixed another game?
I never got to play Anthem.
DICE. Remember when DICE fixed that one game that we just made a video on talking about its redemption? They should have tried. Should have tried. What else?
But like
Ubisoft wants gamers to destroy
the flying thing in Anthem, I would have at least tried it out just for that, because a lot of people love that. Everything else apparently was shit, but the flying was fun. Apparently,
discontinuing support for its games. Shocking how all this is happening around kind of the same time. The EULA end user license agreement now states that the company reserves the right to stop supporting a game at any time for any reason. Jesus. Ubisoft, the company once known for its great games, has received nothing but criticism from its fans. The company has hit rock bottom. But the thing is, there is no rock bottom, and it continues to fall deep into the abyss until it becomes bankrupt. Jesus. Holy shit. Obey your ramen is spitting. He's writing facts right now. Why it matters, the company has fallen so low that it wants to avoid any legal consequences by terminating users'
oh yeah, I
access to
saw that,
products,
Panda.
which it
I
aims
saw
to do
that.
sooner
It's
for
so
many legacy titles.
That shit
Look at this
pisses me off.
blurb from their EULA. You and Ubisoft may terminate this EULA at any time for any reason. This EULA will terminate automatically if you fail to comply with any of the terms and conditions of it.
Fucking self-destruction button.
For any reason, you must immediately
see this bullshit?
uninstall the product and destroy all copies of it in your possession. Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your mind? Is that that's a real quote. When I'm in a can't possibly ruin my reputation anymore competition and my opponent is Ubisoft, this is why we need to bring back worst company in the world award. Ubisoft literally saw all the hate Pirate was getting and thought, these gamers deserve a better class of criminal, and I'm gonna give it to them. But that's not all. We have actually seen members of government from across the EU openly come out and support Stop Killing Games. We got a man on the inside. But there's one last piece we have to look at. This is our...
Like, what was the reason it was taken down? Because it can't be because it wasn't selling well or whatever. It's like not like they... Like, I doubt they were doing, like, major updates or anything for it. Like, it's an old game. Battlefield Bad Company 2, like, what was the reason they took it down? Or removed from all digital stores? Like, I guess for no reason. Like, I can't remember if anyone ever actually said outright what the fucking reason was. I just knew it was taken down.
True opposition. This coalition, Video Games Europe, is very opposed to Stop Killing Games. In fact, they consist of a lobby of a variety of different corporations. You can probably guess who's on this list. EA? Yup. Ubisoft? You better believe it. And this is their response. We appreciate the passion of our community. However, the decision to discontinue online services is multifaceted, never taken lightly, and must be an option for companies when an online experience is no longer commercially viable. Guys, if we pull the plug, just get over it, you fucking bitch. We shouldn't even have to guarantee the bare minimum for you. Imagine if they had a way to make old cartridges just short circuit after a period of time for like your N64,
that's what they wish they could do.
Atari or whatever. Imagine if like Activision and EA did that type of shit. In their current form, they would do it if they could. And you know
Like,
why
it's just
they're
ridiculous.
trying to kill all
Because it's like, I've said this before, talking about this, but just imagine, like, you buy a brand new car, alright? And you're like an hour after you just bought this brand new car, the dealership was like, you know what? I think we should have charged them more, or I don't want this vehicle out there anymore. And then they just press a button, and your fucking car just stops. It doesn't work anymore. And then they charge you to bring it back. That's how fucking ridiculous this shit is. Does that not sound fucking stupid? 'Cause it is.
these old games? Because those are the ones we're playing.
This is impossible!
According to a study reported on in PC Gamer, PC gamers spend 92% of their time on older games.
Yeah.
Well, if they're still playing the older games, maybe they're not buying the new ones. We need money. We understand that it can be disappointing for players, but when it does happen, the industry ensures that players are given fair notice of the prospective changes in compliance with local consumer protection laws. Translation: we only want to do the bare minimum that we are legally required to. Prospective changes equals shutting the game down. This isn't like, oh, the servers are going to go down for 48 hours on this date. No, this is your purchase is null and void. You can't do that. You know, look, we should really be thanking these corporations.
Yeah,
I mean, think of how kind it is for them to let us know ahead of time that our purchase is going to be retroactively invalidated, and we have nothing to show for it. I love how there's no mention of, like, properly informing customers if and when their product will cease to function before they buy it.
Your game
If we're
will
buying a
self-destruct
license and not a game, that needs to be made
within
abundantly
1 month
clear
of
to
playing
everyone. You should have to click a box on the Steam page that says this game might be just fucking deleted and you won't have anything to show for it. But of course, they don't want to do that.
And by the way, you don't want to do that either. You think you do, but you don't.
Private servers are
God.
not always a viable alternative option for players, as the protections we put in place to secure players' data, remove illegal content, and combat unsafe community content would not exist and would leave rights holders liable. Rights holders? Like who? If you're abandoning the game and it's turning into vaporware, then nobody really owns it. You're relinquishing your legal responsibilities to it. Am I wrong? Am I getting something mixed up in the translation? Isn't that how it would work? Clearly you don't care if there's an unsafe community if you're just willing to completely abandon it all. In addition, many titles are designed from the ground up to be online only. In effect, these proposals would curtail developer choice by making these games
like
prohibitively expensive to
like they're
create.
trying to make it sound like if we're not outright like it's oh my god, they make my head hurt with how stupid they fucking are. God damn it. It's like they try to make it sound like if we're wanting to continue to play a game we bought and paid for, invested money in, invested time in, after the fact that they've already moved on, that if they're not going to make any money off it, which is not true because a lot of these games that are getting like taken down or just fucking overwritten by newer models, like the Overwatch bullshit. Like I have a physical copy of Overwatch, the first one, the OG. And you know what happens when I put that fucking bitch in my PlayStation? What pops up and downloads? Overwatch 2. I can't go back and have a nostalgia time with friends and play the first OG Overwatch. Why? Because it's fucking gone. And they seem to think that's an okay thing. And that us wanting to play a older game over a newer one is some type of sin against them. They make my head hurt. They cause migraines.
As if they're not already. This is the problem with the video game industry. All these major corporations think, well, every game, we're not going to invest in something unless we put like $100 million, $50 million into it and it becomes the next Fortnite. Games are prohibitively expensive to create because you have people in charge that don't know how to fuck to manage money. Concord burned through like 500 million. How? The Battlefront collection was like 60 gigabytes bigger than the 2 base games and had less content in it. Fix your damn game. Ladies and gentlemen,
how do you do that? Like,
rest assured, we have stopped killing
that's like
games,
a whole other thing. How do you fuck up a
momentarily.
remaster?
Should the need arise, should we need to rally the troops again, I have the utmost confidence in our ability to push this thing through to the finish line. Do not let the distractions of law-abiding software, man, distract you from what is really at stake. It's funny and entertaining, but keep your eye on a prize. There's much more important things at play. Once again, I want to offer all of you the once-in-a-lifetime chance to subscribe to Ross at Accursed Farms and follow this movement. I'm sure
yeah,
he's
I
going
recommend
to be
him too.
better
He's got some good
informed than anyone else on the
videos.
subject. I'm just here to make you laugh and joke. I am a dancing monkey. I am monkey. I think based on all the corporate responses, it's safe to assume that we are making waves. They are scared. It's afraid. So subscribe to Ross, because if Gondor calls for aid, Rohan will answer. But thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe to the Actman for more awesome content. Alright, mateys. That be all I have for today. Now ye walk the plank. Alright, everyone, that's all I got for today.
That
This
pirate
be the
hat is
Yarhar
just...
Man signing out. Peace.
That pirate hat is just not it. Yeah, that whole situation was just fucked up. It's bad. It's bad out there. Like, I'm pretty sure I heard like that he mentioned it in the video, the company's or corpo response to it, like he went over it a little bit. It's just, it basically got laughed at. Like, it got shut down. How stupid they sounded. And I find that fucking hilarious, because they try to do the corpo speak to us, the consumers, like we're dumb fucks. And yeah, we may have our dumb moments, but come on, we're not complete and total fucking idiots, alright? Some of us have a couple brain cells left. Alright? It's just so ridiculous.